chose not to take it because it's NDA. And I don't like doing NDA shit. Like, I'll only do it if I feel like I need to, or it's like, I don't know, the Riot MMO or something, which, by the way, I haven't had an NDA for. But other than that, I have not. They removed the NDA. Well, if they remove it, then I'll look at it, right? But yeah, that's it. They took the NDA off. Then I might try it out. We'll see what happens. But when I get back, I'm going to have tons of shit to go through and go over, right? And yeah, I'll get into it. And Feeling Wars of the Fallen's pretty happy with sponsorship, now being in the top 10. Well, it's not just me, right? I mean, you can't polish a turd, man. And so if the game is good, then it's gonna do well. If it's bad, it's not gonna do well. It's really just that simple. I know that that's something different. But anyway, yeah, let me see if I can find it. Lords of, not Pov, the Fallen. Yeah, so anyway, it does look like the game is in the top 10 Steam bestsellers, or at least it was at some point. I guess maybe not right this minute, but so I saw a clip of it or a picture of it. I just don't know where it is. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. You hit 1 million followers on X. Yeah, I did after Elon started getting mad about me. And that was it, man. And what is this here? Shit, my brother's, what's this here? From Nothing Mother, let's go. Yeah, absolutely, man. But anyway, I'm gonna be real, right? I went and I did, I saw this. The game looked really good to me, right? It looked great. And so I'm glad to see that there's a lot of people that are, you know, liking it and everything. And hopefully we're going to see more of that, right? Carmelo Anthony protests and counter-protests both scheduled today at the same location. Oh, shit. Are we going to get a race war? Oh, shit. All right. Really? The whole thing? All right. No, I had no idea. Where's it going to happen? Yeah, I'm not even sure. Yeah, where is this? It's a race war. Ooh, we haven't had one of these for a while. That won't go poorly at all. Yeah, when does it happen? What time is it? Is it going to be like an hour or something? Or is it going to be like way later on? I have no idea. But yeah, Legend of Drop Studio, Wars of the Fallen. I know, I'll watch the Schedule 1 video maybe about that today. It just really depends on when. Wuthering Waves is getting a Cyberpunk collab. I did see that, actually. I did. And I'm excited. I think that's great for them. The fact is, like, Wuthering Waves, it seems like they've really kind of, they've done a really good job, like, evolving, like, their product and putting something out there that people really like. I feel like it has. I mean, that's my personal opinion. I think they've really improved a lot. So hopefully they come out and have something good, right? And react to Canadian debate highlights? Maybe. I mean, I'm not really Canadian, right? So unless it's really entertaining, I'm probably not going to look at it a whole lot. But yeah. I got Lords of the Fallen after watching your stream. The game's awesome. Yeah, well, the thing is that, let me see if I can find Steam bestsellers. Steam bestsellers. Let me see if I can find the list. Top sellers. How is the game doing? People said, yeah, there it is. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Lords of the Fallen is in the top 10 for Steam review, for Steam sellers now. Which was insane. That's crazy that happened. Yes, redeemed? Well, that's what, I mean, the thing is that if a game is bad, then it's not a big deal. You just wait for it to be good. I mean, fuck, I played WoW. Sometimes I had to wait 2 years for the game to be good. So it's really not that big of a surprise to me. It's not that big of a deal. So, yeah, it's a deluxe edition for the whopping $23. Yeah, it's like fucking nothing. And so, yeah, and I think that's good, right? Mythical Bear Bomb. Yeah, no, it's great to see, man. And for your region? Yeah, obviously for my region. I mean, that's what I'd be thinking about, right? But yeah, it does seem like the game's done a lot better. I'll see what it's like on the Steam charts as well and see how that is. Let me see if I can find it and pull it up. And yeah, wow. That's a good graph. That's a graph that's good. That's a good fucking graph, I'll tell you that. Ah, what a graph. Yeah, that's right. Very, very good graph. W graph for sure. And so, yeah, that's what I think. Did you hear the CEO got banned on the subreddit? I did see that. I talked about it when it happened. But, yeah, a huge improvement for them. I think they should be really proud of themselves, honestly. Having a game that doesn't really do very well and then, you know, having it succeed and improve after that, I feel like that's a really rare thing to have happen, and so it's impressive and commendable to see any developer do it, right? Especially how with a lot of devs, I mean, they're like, well, we got the money, right? That's it. And so we're just gonna move on and do something else. But you know, when you see something like this, it's fucking amazing. So I'm happy to see it. CEO Bandum, CEO Man News subreddit, few stupid ass Reddit mods. I feel like a lot of mods for communities and stuff, like they're just I mean, you have like a lot of good ones, but the problem is that, especially when there's no oversight, I think that the longer that you leave a community with no oversight, the worse it gets. And I think that's what's happened with like maybe Lords of the Fallen, but it's happened with tons of other communities as well, right? And it's like it just gets more and more extreme, more and more retarded. Before you know it, everybody's fucking extremely retarded. It's another 80-20 thing with the mods. Yeah, exactly, right? And like that's why these people need to take positions of power. It's because if they don't, then nobody's gonna fucking care about them, right? And that's the big issue, is that they go and do this because if they don't, then they're just basically extinct. They need reservations because they can't exist in the real world, right? They can't exist in like in the natural cycle of things. And so that's what it is. Did you see a court decided that Google is a monopoly? Well, it is. I mean, I mean, like it absolutely is. Like they have like such a massive market share on search engines and stuff. And I think also like what's weird to me is that you have like some people that start simping for these companies. I think that is the dumbest fucking thing to do. Listen, I understand, like I used to love Google. I think everybody loved Google, and especially the early 2000s. Like Google was like, I don't even know. Like, it's hard even for me to describe what the website was and like the value that it had, but it was just on another fucking level, man. It was amazing. And so Ask Jeeves, yeah, Ask Jeeves was dog shit back then. I remember if I saw somebody using Ask Jeeves, I'm like, okay, when do you get your social security check, right? But like the fact is, now, like back then, Google was insane. It was amazing. Like there were reasons why like The Simpsons and every you know, like cartoon show and everything always made these jokes about Google you know, taking over the world and everything. That's the reason why, of course. Google set the standard of working as a developer. Yeah, it was amazing. And so let's see here. Sekiro, like Echoes of Samsara, is pretty fun. It came out yesterday. Bro, like what? There's another game I gotta play. Are you kidding me? I'm not even done with the games I'm playing now. So what is this here? This is the trailer, first 1 hour of gameplay. We're just gonna mute this and just look at some games. Okay, so you're running around. So it's a sword game and it's a guy, he's got a health bar, okay. Can you kill the bird? Kill the bird. Okay, you can't kill the bird. All right, let's move forward. And let's see here. Okay. Yeah, this is basically just like Sekiro. It's the same exact game. Would I play this? I mean, like, here's the thing. I feel like right now I've got like 10 other things to play. If nothing was coming out and I was gonna play, like, and this game was the only game that was out, I would absolutely play this game, right? Because it's another Souls-like game. I just play all of these, right? I look at Souls-like games the same way as I look at Jason Statham movies. It doesn't matter how many Jason Statham movies come out on Redbox, I'll be watching every single one of them, okay? The Italian Job, the Spanish Job, the, I don't know, the Eastern Job, the Western Job, the Northern Job, all of the jobs, all of the last jobs, all of the just one more and you can retire, every single one of them, I'm gonna be there for it, okay? Yes, and so this is the same way I view like with these games. Like, I'm not even kidding whenever I tell you guys, my dad and I have probably watched over 30 Jason Statham movies that are basically the exact same movie every single time. It is, and yeah, exactly, the streamer job, yes. And so, yeah, the Canadian Job, the American Job, the Mexican Job, yeah, the Brazilian job, yeah, whatever it takes. But anyway, yeah, I would probably play this if I had time. But I don't know if really I will. It seems like a pretty janky Sekiro. And when I see a developer do something like this, by the way, I approach it with a tremendous amount of enthusiasm, and I try to be as positive as possible, right? Because here's the reason. I want more games like this to come out. Every game like this that comes out is a furry life simulator game that doesn't come out, okay? So we don't want to see them turn to the dark side, so we have to nurture this ambition, and we have to say, you know what, this might not be amazing right now, but it could be. And hey, look at Lords of the Fallen. That's exactly what happened with Lords of the Fallen. People say, yeah, it wasn't great, but you can make this great, and they did. And so anyway, yes, the furry dark side, yes, you don't want to go there. And so that's how I see it. Did you see Wrath of Man? I don't know if I have. We haven't watched any of them in maybe like the past like 3 or 5 years or so, but we used to watch every single one. Last Epoch has 150K players right now. Is that true? Let me take a look. Steam DB, and let's take a look here. Last Epoch has 150. Oh my God. Wow, that is incredible. And look at that. So you're seeing the same, well, I guess you're probably going to see it. We'll know on like Monday or Tuesday, you know, how long this is going to last. But, and like also like the developers of Last Epoch, huge respect for them. I think they're great. Like I stopped playing the game because I just, honestly, I have like a degree of, actually speaking of that, is fatigue from like, you know, continuous games. I actually finally beat Pirate Yakuza last night. I spent, I'm not even kidding you, fucking like, it's not 200 hours, like 50 hours playing the game. I spent so long playing this game, like I've finally beaten it. And it was, what a good dude. I am gonna play Yakuza 1. Bro, this game went so hard. It was so good. And so, yeah, I'm a fan now. I am. Yakuza 0, yeah, whatever. Is it Yakuza 0? Whatever it is. Did Majima do the dance? He did a number of dances. I'm not sure which one is the dance because I only have this game as a frame of reference. So I'm not sure. Did you play Mandragora? I'm going to probably play that tomorrow. That's what my plan is. I'm going to try that out tomorrow. So yeah, it was really, really fun. And you're going to love them? Yeah, exactly. Like, I thought it was going to be great. And so I played that. I beat that game. And then I'm trying to think besides that, let's see, what else did I play? Well, now I'm kind of in a position where it's like, okay, well, what game am I going to play next? Like, while I'm on vacation, I think I'm probably going to play a lot of Wuthering Waves and catch up with everything on that game. But the problem is, like, my laptop, like, Wuthering Waves, for some reason, is, like, super graphics intensive, so I can't probably do, like, any, like, high-level holograms or anything like that on it. So I'm probably going to find a few other, like, kind of turn-based games or, like, kind of casual games. So I was thinking maybe playing, like, Persona 3 or, like, something else and, like, just getting into that instead, right? And so, yeah. And it's Ghost of Tsushima time? No, I need a simple game, right? I need a simple, easy-to-play game that doesn't, it's not graphics intensive. So I was either thinking, like, you know, Persona 3, or I was thinking maybe I could finally go finish Sea of Stars. I only played it for, like, a little bit. I had fun. And, you know, I'll go on Honkai Star Rail. Do I really want to go play Honkai Star Rail? I don't know really if I'm gonna go and play Star Rail again. I kind of want to. So, like, Honkai Star Rail, this is the position I'm in with Honkai Star Rail. I don't know. I mean, like, I maybe I'll play it, right? I'm not, like, enthusiastic about it, right? I'm not enthusiastic in the same way that a lot of other people, you know, maybe would be. It's not worth it. It's a gacha game. It's something to do every day. Yeah, no, it is. I've probably put, I'm not even kidding you guys, 1,000 hours in the Honkai Star Rail. Like, I know everything about the game. I know fucking all the characters. I did all the stories. I even did the secondary stories. I know everything about it. Same with Wuthering Waves, by the way. I put, and you know what the really sad thing is? If you think that's pathetic, listen to this. The same with Tower of Fantasy. I played that game a lot. And I paid for, you want to know what the worst thing is? I paid for Rich, Tectone, and Emeru's streams and their sponsorships for playing that game because none of them actually played the game seriously. I was on the leaderboards, but they never sponsored me. I'm actually still mad about that, and it was like 4 years ago. It was outrageous. It's complete bullshit that happened. Yes, I was a grinder. Yes, I grind games. Absolutely. Like, if there's any game like that, and that's so mean, it was ridiculous. Stolen Valor, I know. When are you going to play the Forever Winter? I forgot even which one that is. I think that's Forever Winter. This sounds like a Russian extraction shooter, post-apocalyptic radiation game, right? Am I right? Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, what a surprise. And yeah, every time I hear something winter, like anything like that, yeah, there you go. And Skyrim Lynn. Skyrim is going to be, yeah. Anyway, so the Dark Ages comes out next month. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's going to be fucking awesome. How many people play Shadowbringers? I didn't even finish Stormblood. Like, the reason I haven't played Final Fantasy 14, honestly, is that this might sound like a weird thing, but I feel like people put like so much pressure and like emphasis on like me playing these games. It kind of like, you know, it's like, oh man, like I kind of I'm very much a performance anxiety Andy, right? And like if I dial myself up and I get put in a position where I feel like I have performance anxiety, it really fucks me up, right? And yeah, it's just weird, right? Madge, play it now. Yeah, and it's illogical. It's stupid. Like I mean I know that, right? I know that very well. But I'm just telling you, like that's the way I feel, right? That's what's going on. So yeah, have you tried Brotato? I only played Brotato for like 10 minutes ever. Like that was it. Have you played Lost Skies? No, I haven't. Is that why you're single? Performance anxiety? No, but with one girlfriend that was like, anyway, it was an issue at the beginning. But I don't want to. We don't need to talk about that. That's way too much information. But my point is that ban that guy. I probably should. You know what? Who said that? You're getting banned. Who was that? Been there? Yeah, exactly right. And say I was nervous. But the point is that yeah, I had I feel like with a lot of these games, right? It's the same with like Cyberpunk or whatever. Like and Baldur's Gate 3, I feel like I've built it up so much in my head that I can't just play the game without like fucking thinking that it has to be like the greatest thing ever, right? And so, you know, like that's I think it's stupid that I do that. It's stupid. But like at the same time, you know, it's just what happens. That's how it is for me. Too much anxiety. I think it's not even really anxiety. Like anxiety is an issue that I have, but it's actually just overthinking and then wanting to make sure that like, you know, you meet expectations and people like it. Go on main channel for more anxiety. Oh, that'd be good. Did you kill Fatalis yet? I did not, actually. I haven't killed Arc-Tempered Raydal either. I haven't really played a lot of Monster Hunter since the update. I played it that one day, and I played it the night. I killed Zoshia a few more times. I think I crafted like one piece of the armor. But right now I'm just kind of waiting on like maybe a couple of other updates so I can just really kind of take like more of a, you know, like of a bite into it, you know, and play it a lot. Wow, it's just so boring. Raydel's not out yet? Oh, I thought, well, he comes out like really soon though, right? In like a couple of days. And so, yeah, I knew that it was something like that. Did you give your 5090? I did not. I'm Hunter rank 750. Damn. Yeah, damn. Biden. Well, what do you mean that said Biden? I don't know. Did you play Nier Automata? I saw Emmy played it, and actually the game looked pretty good, man. Like, I had never seen, the only Nier Automata content I've ever seen is cosplays and fan art. And other than that, I didn't even know what the game was. I had no idea what the game was. And so I was like, well, what the fuck is this? And, you know, I watched her play it, and it actually looked pretty good. I'll play it eventually. I heard that there's like another game that like comes before that like would be ideally like best to play first. But yeah, I remember like I bought the game years and years and years ago, and I just never got around to playing it for whatever reason. And so one of these days I will eventually do that. And when I do, obviously, I think that, you know, it'll be a fun stream, etc. We're gonna have to take a week off, a few days. I'm gonna have to take some, so basically like, I'm gonna have to go on vacation for like a little while. And it's kind of like a mandatory like family thing that I have to do. And then after that's over, you know, it'll be like, it's like gonna be, like if I look at the thing and everything, it's basically a week, right, that I'm gonna be gone. And then after that, I'm back and things are just totally back to normal, right? So like, just assume that I got banned for saying the N-word, okay? And just wait, and you know, I'll be back, and maybe I can say it for fun on my last day, right? And that way it can make sense, and then it can build up hype for when I come back. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I mean, I feel like that's probably the best idea. And it's a main quest? It is. It's a main quest. And so that's it. Play through Persona 5 Royale before Persona 3. Persona 5 has faster pacing and better introduction to the game mechanics. Maybe. I just thought that, like, you know, it would be a downgrade to play Persona 3 after 5, but I'm not really sure. I didn't play any of them, so I'm just guessing. But, yeah. Then you can set up a GoFundMe. Yeah. And you should say the C word, get them really talking. I feel like I've said that like 50 times. Like, I said that yesterday just, like, randomly. Like, nobody cares about that word. I mean, Australians, that's like their, you know, like word or a word. Like, they say that all the time. Yeah, so it's not even a big deal. Persona 5 has a MILF teacher. Guys, I really like that kind of stuff. I think it's funny, and I like the innuendo of it, but on a personal level, I really could care less. I'm sorry to say, I know a lot of people think that, you know, oh, well, you're gonna like it, and, you know, like, I'm really into that kind of stuff. I honestly could care less. It's not my type of thing. It's not my style, man. So, yeah, there you go. Stream Ref culture. Yeah, it's like a high school game, but it was worth it. Maybe. We'll see what happens. She's so racist, she doesn't even realize it. Oh, this has happened before. Fred trolls Karen crash out. Oh, this has happened before, hasn't it? Let's see it.
They want white men in charge, and they want to put people like you in a camp.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
How can you even think that this is something that you should...
That sounds good to me.
Or the Cybertruck
People
goes so
with
fast.
brown
It goes so fast. He thinks it's fucking funny. He's loving this, man. Oh my god, he's so happy. Base Grandpa, yes.
men
Yes, but the
are
Cybertruck
targeted.
is such a good car.
Don't you understand? You could end up in El Salvador. You could end up in El Salvador.
Wait, for what? Like, for what?
For nothing.
Oh, bro, they're about to flip the script on her for thinking that he's raised. Oh, bro. You know where this is going.
Because they take innocent people. They don't give
That's
them
not
due
fair.
process.
Miss Monique, hold your hand though.
And he's got tattoos.
What does that mean?
He's a member of a gang.
You're a gang member?
Bro, what is happening?
I'm still kind of caught up though. What kind of porn are they banning?
Anything having to do with relations between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, anything.
Well, that's fine. You've still got Pokemon.
Wait, who wants that though?
That's what the white Christian nationalists want. They don't want any.
He does.
Is it Elon?
Bro, she doesn't even know what he said.
Riding the Cybertruck, everything, your whole opinions will change.
He's brown. He's brown.
I thought he was like black.
He's brown. He's a brown person. He's not welcome in this country.
What the?
What the fuck? Oh god, do you remember what I tell you guys? I say it over and over and over, and everybody thinks it's funny, but the thing is that it's not. The biggest problem that our society has is a bunch of fucking Karens causing all of these issues. If you just simply ignored these people, 90% of society's problems would just immediately go away. Everything, all of these problems would totally just go away. Yeah, she switched loadouts. Yeah, she faction swapped, I guess. Anti-racist turns out to be the racist ones. Yeah, I think that's the first time this has happened, right? And this is Super Saiyan Karen. Yeah, I guess so. No, again, every single one of these people, and even the guy who's like at the protest realizes like what a ridiculous, dumb, crazy bitch she is. Where is he? Where's his fucking face?
Put people like you in a camp.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
How can you even think that this is something that you should
Or
support?
the Cybertruck
People-
goes so
Oh man, I don't know where it was.
With
fast.
brown.
Yeah, there it is. And dude, he knows exactly what's going on here. This is probably his wife that dragged him to this shit. He doesn't want to be here. This is the best day of his life. Mm-hmm. Base Gramps, well, he knows what they're doing to her, but she doesn't get it. Have you been following the Monster Hunter discourse? Not at all. I have no idea. I saw Rurikon make a post about it, and apparently people were like mad at him, but like I don't know any of the details or anything like that. So yeah, finally someone says it type of thing. Yeah, it's dude. As I said, all of the problems in our society come from Karens and incels. Though, like, I mean, really, all the school shooters are incels. All of the people that want to bring in that want to import in more school shooters, those are Karens. Really, there you go. It's simple. You've got basically And assault, yes, I don't even understand how this happens. Happy Easter. Well, for us, it's tomorrow, but thank you, man. And it's insane. Millions must hunt monsters. I guess so. Incels are created by Karens. I think that you could be right. They could be like a subspecies. That's a really, really good point. This is what Reddit would be like if Reddit was a person. No, because she's not fat. But other than that, yeah, he's not welcome in this country. What the hell? Yeah, it's so weird, man. These people are just completely fucking unhinged. I don't know where they come from at all. Why is Easter today for some people? Because of the date difference. Like some days it's Sunday for them, so it's Easter Sunday. Because yesterday was Good Friday, and I always thought it was weird. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like bad. Like if I was Jesus, I'd be kind of pissed. Like the day that they kill you is called Good Friday. Like I would call that, if I was Jesus, I would call that Bad Friday. Like, cause you know, for me, cause yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, tell me Bad Friday, super fucking bad. It's yeah, pretty much the worst Friday. But you know, Easter is like, you know, I've always loved Easter. You know, so it's a nice holiday, etc. Jesus was sent to die. Well, I mean, that sounds kind of sucks, you know? Like, yeah, we call it Great Friday. Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, I feel like it'd be like the day he gets resurrected is the good day. Oh no, it's straight from a plane from a mental asylum. It's a fake video. Is this a fake video? Let me see. Let me see if it is or not. There's a good chance it could be. Fake as hell, still fucking cringe. People make these videos. Okay, well, we won't watch it if we know it's fake, right? I'll go ahead and just ignore it then. Oh, you're into pronouns, huh? Me too. Let me see them titties. See them titties. Oh, God. Oh, man. I love it, man. I really do. And this is the pinnacle of the... Sometimes, isn't it crazy how the boomer humor, stuff like this, is actually, like, it just totally shuts it down, because it's like almost you have to fight fire with fire. So you have like a really dumb way of thinking, and then you fight it with a really dumb joke, and it actually counters it and just like totally removes it. Yeah, man, it's great. And raw dogging in the gas station, no shoes? Yeah, people do this shit all the time. That's not a big deal. And what is it here? I love streaming in Asia. These people are too meek to do shit. Yeah, this is what all of the live streamers that cause problems in Asia look like. For sure, guys. These are the ones that are causing all of the problems. And tap tap, what's this? I don't get a trial. This is the trial. Oh God, I think this is a great thing though, by the way. I really want to see more of these live streamers be put in jail. I think it's great. All they do is they go over to other countries and they harass people. As I said before, Vitali should be thanking God that this guy wasn't the president whenever he caused problems, because I doubt he'd even be alive right now. And so, yeah, I feel like things could be a whole lot worse for him. Nuisance streamers? Yeah, exactly. They should live stream in Dubai. Well, yeah, they would for one day. For one day, they would stream in Dubai, and then that would be the end of it. They wouldn't do it again after that. And biggest wish is, Aslan's biggest wish would be able to go to jail. Unironically, I think society would be 1,000 times better if we took the top, or like the bottom 1 to 2% of like bad actors, and we just put them in a place where they can't interface with the rest of society. I understand this sounds like a very, very bad problem. And it's like, oh, you shouldn't say this. This is like a, you know, human rights violation. But okay, well, isn't it a human rights violation that I have to fucking deal with them? Like, I mean, what about me? I've got to fucking deal with these stupid assholes every fucking day. If we could just, yeah, what about my human rights? And so, yeah, a re-education camp, exactly. Yeah, and so we have to send all of that. Maybe we could have, I don't know, like there is this movie they had. This is a really good movie. So basically, this is a movie where they made New York into a walled city where they just put all of the bad guys there, right? And so we could just do this in real life, right? A very good one. Yeah, great movie, by the way, amazing movie. And so anyway, the OG Snake, yes, exactly. And so we could just do this again and then just leave them there, problem solved. I think that's the solution, right? And that's it. Kurt Russell was so fucking cool. He was. Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. Exactly. Yeah, you just some sort of way to keep them all in one place, right? And that's all you need to do. And then everybody else can be fine. Everything else is going to be fine if they're all just in one specific place. And Democrats tried to do this? No? Well, not really. They didn't try hard enough, I'll tell you that. But yeah. And why not just put live streamers in an arena to die for content? Well, I mean, I'm not saying not to do that. I'm just talking about something else. But anyway, yeah, I do think that, again, most problems that we have are because of the worst, probably 2 to 5% of the people. And if you didn't have them in society, 95% of problems in society would immediately go away. Like the crash outs, the like robberies and shit like that. How many people are really doing this, right? Almost nobody's really doing this. And so, you know what jail's for? Yeah, we need to put in more people in jail. More people, right? We have a good start, but then we need to get more of them in jail. And then eventually, all the problems will go away. Anyway, what's this here? We're living in a simulation.
Size matter down there?
I only had one boyfriend. I don't know.
Oh, I had one boyfriend? Okay.
Right now it's perfect, but I don't know.
That's all AI. None of that is real. Check this out. This one totally got me. All right, so if we go here, let's check out the...
You can tell that it's AI because she's not insulting the size of her boyfriend's penis, obviously.
fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 fingers. Watch right here. Her hand is going to morph and hold this Rode mic. But I mean, this looks amazing. I don't know what they're using for lip syncing, but this looks amazing.
Okay,
watch this right here. Boom. Now she is morphed to holding that mic. None of this is real at all. How crazy is that? We are absolutely cooked here.
I'm gonna be real, that one got me. I thought that shit was real too. I did, and it's gonna get a lot better too. Yeah, this is only the beginning. It was just tampered with. It was just AI. Well, I think that that's really what the future is going to be, right? And like you see a lot of girls in Asia that are doing this already, where like they stream with like face filters that, you know, like recalibrate their facial features. And so you're probably not going to see, like, it's going to be uncommon for you to see a, you know, a Discord moderator that's pretending to be a pretty girl, right? So like, you know, no 500-pound neck beard, you know, Cheetos everywhere kind of guy. It's probably not what's going to happen. But what you will probably see a lot more of is people that are trying to just kind of shift things a little bit, right? And that's the big difference. I haven't gotten so far, but I've had to confirm assumptions of profiles becoming AI, so it's getting there. Within a year, I'll be fooled. I mean, I've been fooled a couple of times with different people, especially whenever you're looking at, like, you know, your, like, Instagram Explore page, and they've got, like, 50 different photos there. Like, I'll see one, and I'll be like, what's this? And it's like, oh, that's AI, right? You can tell that's AI. But at the same time, you might not know that right off the rip, right? And I think that's what happens with a lot of these. And, yeah, boomers are going to get scammed more. Well, I think that, again, like, people should just be cautious about giving their fucking money away, right? I mean, I think that's kind of a good idea in general. So you have a bunch of these people that are talking about, like, oh, well, this is a problem and people are going to get scammed, etc. I think that if you're constantly getting scammed and you're giving your money away all the time, maybe there's a reason that you should stop doing that, right? Maybe God is sending you a message. And look up Anime Girl on Google Images. 90% of results are AI. Anime Girl on Google Images. I'm going to do this off stream. Anime Girl. Okay, let's see. Are these all AI generated? Let's see. Okay, well, number one, we can actually look at these and it's not problematic. Okay, so here we go. Are these AI? I actually have no idea. I don't know whether these are AI or not. I'm sure some of them are, some of them aren't. I have no idea. I mean, you can easily say that, for example, like this one's probably AI. I don't know, maybe this one is definitely AI. But yeah, to be honest, who fucking cares? Well, I don't think that most people do care. And the way that I can tell that people don't care is because people jerk off to AI porn. Because, like, I feel like that's the human Turing test. is that if people can jerk off to the porn of it, that means that it's good enough. And a lot of people like to virtue signal about how bad AI is. Oh, we hate AI. Yeah, sure, right? But you're not fooling anybody, okay? It's just not happening. And I got the exact same style of tongue display. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like little small indicators. But I don't know, some people jerk off to cars. Yeah, but they're morons. That's different. And that they know that there's something wrong with them. I kind of miss this kind of content. Who else misses mount-offs and trans-coms? Who misses sword runs and funny video reacts? The thing with me, this is kind of what happened, is that with WoW, and I know that there's a lot of, I get it, guys, that a lot of people miss the WoW streams and everything. I just got tired of playing the game, and the game just became tedious and boring. Like, I don't really know what else you want me to say. It just became really tedious, just super boring. It wasn't fun to play anymore. And like, it's also like, yeah, and this makes me sad to see it, right? I mean, it does, because the current contract is bringing some more money. I mean, yeah, you could say that, right? But like, it's not like I'm playing the game off stream. Like, there's plenty of games that I don't play on stream, I play off stream. I'm not even really playing WoW off stream, to be honest with you. And it's just really not because of that at all. And he doesn't care about WoW, but I do miss him playing random games like Souls-likes. Yeah, I mean, I do that sometimes. I feel like I've been playing a lot of games recently. Or not a lot, but a pretty good amount. But anyway, WoW's dead, get over it. I just feel like this is the problem that I've had over like a lot of games, is that I feel like there are games that I like streaming and games that I don't like streaming. And in general, I don't like playing games that have an overload of information. Like, this is just something I've kind of learned about myself, especially as I've gotten older, is that games that kind of front load you with information and you have to like be thinking about all the information all the time. To me, I'm just like really kind of like, I'm tired of that. I don't want to deal with that. Like, I see that happen with the game and I'm just like, I don't want to play this. Like WoW, like for example, like if I go and I look at, for example, just, you know, I've used this many times. Where's WoW? There's WoW. And if I pull up like some stream right here, this is all retail. And let's see if I can find an arena stream. Yeah, there's maybe this. Yeah, we can just look at this one, for example, right? And I can just like pause it just for a second. Like if you look at this, right? I don't want this level of sensory overload to be present in my life. I just don't. I don't need this level of overload. I don't want to deal with it. It's unpleasant. It's stressful. And like, again, somebody can say like, well, it's because you're not smart enough to play the game or whatever. I think there's plenty of dumb people that can figure out how to play complicated video games. I just don't want to invest my mental energy into it, right? And it's tedious, yeah. I just don't have the energy for that anymore in general. And those kinds of games are stressful to me. Yeah, it's really stressful for me to feel that way, right? And so, and I hate to say this, but you need to tell all those WoW Andes, what is this here? To stop acting like a little bitch. Well, it's like, I'll read it too. Like, I mean, still doesn't care about WoW, still streams that do. Okay, so yeah, I play other games, etc. And like reaction to politics get cringe sometimes. Yeah, people aren't gonna like everything. At one point, Asma just had enough of doing it, I think, like a sort of sudden burnout. That's exactly it. I don't really plan things in my life of like what I do. I just kind of do them. And so like whenever I decided like I'm not gonna play this right now, I just stopped playing it and that's it. I don't really think about like what this means for my future. It's just a game to me, right? And so, and also it's not like it's gone. I can just go back and play it whenever I want. So definitely has soft expiration date. Everybody misses the days. Yeah, I mean, even I do in a way. Didn't even play Dynasty Warrior Origins. What do you mean? I've played like 50 other games. So yeah, anyway, yeah, no, I know that a lot of people are unhappy about me, like not, like basically almost everybody who complains about the current state of my content is actually just a WoW viewer that's mad that I'm not playing Season of Discovery. In my opinion, this is just what I think. I think that Season of Discovery, like I watched SFan do like the Scarlet Crusade raid. I think that Blizzard is, I think they're really fucking up by not investing more resources in the classic WoW. because I look at the raid and it just seems like it's so low effort, and it's not like whenever I imagined like what a classic WoW Scarlet Crusade raid could be, I watch that stream and it's just not really it. And I think they should invest way more time into it. Even GTA can be time consuming. Yeah. And it's just like in general, I've kind of, I've grown fatigued from time consuming games just in general. Sorry if it's not a good take. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like, I'm just looking at the way the game, does it look appealing to me, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what matters, right? Do I look at this and do I think it's appealing? Not really, no. And so that's all that matters. I mean, fuck. And it's, again, it's my personal opinion. So yeah, that's the way I see. He basically played one game for 20 years and missed out on everything. No wonder you were burned out. Yeah, I think so too. And that was it. And let's see. Is that extremely necessary? Let's be able to understand. Yeah. Can you give us one more transmog comp? They're so fun to watch. SOD makes them no money. It doesn't have a box sale. They have to pay a subscription for SOD. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean it doesn't make them any money? Like, and also, like, are you unfamiliar with the term of a loss leader? You want to get people into the purchasing ecosystem so they can play other games as well that have a higher margin. Like, that's the way a lot of mobile games work in general. So, like, that's just wrong in every single way. Like, no, absolutely not. Don't play WoW, just do community events? Yeah. But either way, and coming back for TBC, probably not, no. I mean, I already played TBC, I already did that. Like, I don't know, it's just, I just kind of, I think it kind of happened out of nowhere that I just immediately got fatigued from playing any live service game. And any time that a live service game, I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel, I just immediately quit playing the game. It's like a mental, like an emotional thing that happens to me. And like, I don't have it, right? I just straight up don't have it because it's pointless. Well, maybe it is, but that's the way I feel about it a lot. But reacted to a lot of video games as well. Yeah, but I would react to games that I was playing. I think that, like, you know, a lot of the games, the videos I'd watch too back in the day would be WoW streams or WoW videos too. But yeah, anyway, that's the way I feel about it. But yeah, I just, one day I might go back and play WoW again, but you know, who knows when that's going to happen. Anyway, so this is, oh my, sure, is this, Jesus Christ. What's so funny about this is that they know exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it so well. That's the best part about it. They are doing it so fucking well. This is amazing. I love this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is great, man. Give the designer a raise. Do you classify PoE 2 as a live stream game? Can you explain what you mean by live service in general? Games that, so basically games that reset progress regularly, either soft resets or hard resets. I think that those types of games, it's been really hard for me to get into them recently because I felt like, in general, I don't really have a lot of time to play games. And whenever I say I don't have a lot of time, I do have the time, but I value my time in a way that's different, that makes me feel like, well, I don't want to invest the time in this way because I don't think that it's meaningful, right? And so I think that's really what I mean whenever I say I don't have a lot of time. And so different priorities, yeah, exactly. And so when I know that like I have to play this same game and repeat, you know, like 30 hours of the exact same activity in order to get to the new activity, that just doesn't really compel me to play a game anymore. And I think that, you know, that's why I'll play a live service game like really, really hard at the beginning, and then I'll just kind of stop playing it because I'll hit that plateau, and maybe I'll come back for a season or two, but then after that, I'll have kind of, you know, I've done that song and dance at that point, and, you know, I'm ready for something new. So that's what I would say the most part, right? You just describe Schedule 1. Well, Schedule 1 isn't a live service game. That's a very different thing. Why do liberals want to teach kids about sex so much butt plugs in this case? What is, wait, what? What the fuck is going on here? All right, let's see it. Like, why?
On butt plugs. I said that I think that in high school groups, where unfortunately we know that students are having sex, and that I think that safe sex is always important, safe sex practices are always important.
Well, if safe sex is important, what does that have to do with a butt plug, though? Like, that's a sex toy. Like, that's advanced sex stuff. This isn't like wear a condom. Like, we learned wear a condom in 7th grade, 8th grade. What are we talking about?
And that is a type of, that's queer sex, though. That's not heterosex. And then you called it disgusting. So you told me that the sex that my counterparts have is disgusting. And I don't
It's not this. What? No. No.
see how that is not openly homophobic.
It's teaching high schoolers about butt plugs is disgusting. Butt plugs are fine. You want to do it, it's fine. But don't teach high school. Like, how is this so hard for these people to understand? I don't get this. What's going on with them?
It's not.
You don't need to teach them this.
To call queer sex disgusting.
You don't need to have a butt plug to have sex with a dude. You just need 2 dicks. How the fuck do you need a butt plug for that? Like, I'm not even gay and I know that. Really? Like, what are we talking about? This is ridiculous.
I think that's homophobic.
That means that you think that only homosexual couples use butt plugs.
No, they absolutely
no,
don't.
Heterosexual couples use butt plugs as well.
Can you imagine showing this video to Thomas Jefferson? Really? Think about it. Oh my god.
So do you think that just butt
And
plugs
so
in general are disgusting?
I'm saying that teaching children, minors, about this is disgusting.
Right, so I guess that comes into a abstinence-only education versus safe.
No, it's not abstinence only to not want to teach kids about sex toys. Like, oh my god, as I said, guys, there are 2 groups of people that cause all of our problems, and this is one of them, right here. It's Karens. Yep, there it is. Every single time. Why is this person so quick to assume things? The reason why they're so quick to assume things, I can explain the reason why. It's because they've been mentally programmed by, like, internet radicalization that as soon as they hear one thing, they have to reframe, that's me, not you, sorry. They have to reframe what they hear into something that they can argue against because they're effectively programmed like an NPC to react certain ways. You know, it's like King's Honor, friend. You know, like, how can I help you? And that's it. So, like, if you're not asking where the leatherworking trainer is, the guard can't really tell you what to do. You can't ask the guard about, like, you know, well, my girlfriend broke up with me. What should I do? King's Honor, friend. That's it. Yeah, it's an NPC.
No, it's not abstinence only. It's not safe sex. At the end of the day, a butt plug is not going to do it. A child is not going to have an issue with a person that catching an STD unless the actual butt plug is not going to sanitize.
Exactly, and I think that's what that book was detailing, is how to safely use those instruments.
On how to use
Butt plugs. We don't need to.
children.
We don't need to do that. We don't. This is not necessary.
If you're an adult, then that is what you want to do. That's
And also, do you want to know what's really stupid about this woman? The kids that she's trying to educate about butt plugs probably knew about butt plugs when they were 10 years old. Do you really think that these kids don't have the internet? What the fuck? No, really? Really? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, whenever we were kids, we were looking up all kinds of crazy shit. All the time. Like, yeah, all of, like, furry stuff, everything like that. Like, I knew all about this weird shit by the time I was in high school. Now, I wasn't looking for furry shit, but I'd see it. You'd see it? Yeah. It's the same as everything else. I don't understand how this is problematic at all. And so, like, you don't even need to teach them this. They have the internet. They know what this is. They probably know more about it than you do.
Stimulates you and gets you off, you know. Have at it.
6 at time.
Are you a parent?
I I'm not a parent.
Oh, so
I would have never guessed.
you're not a parent. Okay. And you are a parent.
Yes.
Okay.
What the hell is even that?
And so, as a father, 3, 2 boys and a girl, I don't want anyone teaching my child how to use sex toys of any kind. That is
Fucking obviously. Fucking obviously. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, how do you let this happen? I can't rack my head around someone who wants to teach this to kids, ban such nut jobs from schools. So here's the reason why they think this. It's because people are too afraid to tell them no. Because these are the people, like, you know, at the beginning, how, like, listen to this.
that
You
means
don't think
it's not open homophobic because that means that you
To
think
call queer sex disgusting?
that
You don't
means-
think that's homophobic?
That means that you think that every homosexual couple.
The reason why people put up with this is because they're afraid of being, you know, maliciously and unfairly labeled with these terms that could damage their career. That's the reason why. And so people are afraid to speak out against this because they're afraid of basically being slandered and lied about by these people who then collectively get together to damage a person's reputation as much as they possibly can. Right? And so that's really that's the reason why you have these people who have gotten so far. And I think that I think we need to collectively get together and say, no, actually, it's not homophobic to not want kids to learn about butt plugs. We need to figure out why you think that it's so important for them to learn about butt plugs. You need to flip the script on these people and actually treat them like the aggressors that they are. Because these people are the aggressors. They're the ones that are trying to come into school. They're trying to change things. They're trying to take autonomy away from parents. And you need to flip the script on them. Because as soon as you do that, all of this stuff goes away. Because a lot of the people that do this kind of stuff are completely ruled by their emotions. So the moment that you put them in a position where they can't feel like they're in the right, they immediately basically fall apart. Because their entire foundation is them being on the, quote, right side of history. Call them groomers? Well, what would it... Like, okay, so if you had a teacher... Or sorry, if you had a kid and there was an adult teaching your kid about butt plugs, I would think that's grooming. I think that's grooming. So are they grooming kids? I think that they are. I think they absolutely are. And if you want to know what my actual opinion on this is that I think that there are a lot of people that have weird sexual perversions that try to use very, very discreet and like kind of like crypto messaging and communicate those feelings to young people, assuming that there are also young people that feel the way that they do, and they think that they're trying to like help them, you know, feel accepted or something like that. And I find this to be very, very selfish, right? It's extremely selfish. The FBI needs to look into these people. In some cases, I think the answer to that is yes. I do think so. And I do think, like, really the people that are pushing for this, and I think the reason why, too, is because there needs to be a level of accountability that these people have to have, because if they don't have that accountability, they're just going to keep doing the same thing. They have no moral compass, so they don't understand. Well, their moral compass is consensus. That is their moral compass. So as soon as you create a consensus of the opposite, these people would be the ones knocking on your door asking you if you practiced witchcraft 400 years ago. And if you said yes, they'd be setting you on fire. Like, this is the same shit, different century. This isn't, there's no like grand design out of this. This is the same type of person doing it. And did the principal approve this? Well, I don't know if they did or not. Brothers fighting for the cause, exactly. So no, you should not let this happen. So I think it's really important that average, normal people, and I really do mean that, the people that are pushing for this are fucking freaks. They're disgusting fucking freaks, and they need to be called out for it because of how weird they are and the fact that they're trying to, you know, put this messaging in for kids. They're fucking freaks. And in half of the world, they would be lucky to be alive if they push this stuff, right? And I'm not saying that we should do that here, but I'm saying that we definitely shouldn't tolerate the behavior. And I think that with a lot of these people, the community and the people need to come together and say, listen, this is not acceptable. We don't want this. We don't like you. Get this the fuck out of here, right? And so that's the way I see it. People say this common sense take is homophobic. It's whack. Yeah, I think so, right? And I want to study as to why these people always look similar to this. I don't know why. I know sub doesn't really fit the sub, but I just want to wrap up my painting of 3,000 point World Eaters army. I want to show you guys all of it here. I hope you guys like it. Holy fuck. Holy shit, look at that. Ah, damn. That's like 1,000 times better than what I could do. I remember, bro, I don't even know how you do this. Like, I remember seeing, like, the people that would, like, paint these figurines because they, you know, they put them in the magazines back in the day. Everybody remembers that? And, like, I would look at it and I was like, how the fuck do you even do this? It's insane. Yeah, the Blood Angels, I'm not sure about this at all. Like, some of these units I recognize. Like, I mean, I have these units, right, downstairs now. But other ones I'm not really as familiar with at all because it's just been such a long time. This is incredible, man. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, look at that. And look at all the little skulls with the little, the black eyes that are all painted in as well. Jesus, this is incredible. Oh my god. Look at that, even the lava looks good. This is amazing, man. So much detail. Yeah, this is incredible. Oh my fucking god, this is good. He's got Gorehowl almost. Look at that. Holy fucking shit, this is... Yeah, oh, there's the tanks as well. Yeah, I remember we could kind of paint the tanks. The tanks were kind of easy, right? And so we could kind of do that, but this, dude, this is what's so nuts. Oh my fucking god, this is amazing. Wow. Yeah, no, this is really impressive. As like, I mean, I used to play Warhammer whenever I was in high school and like a little bit after high school, but you know, considering the price of Warhammer, I didn't really play it all that much. So yeah, but yeah, this looks really, really fucking cool, man. And were you ever into Warhammer or anything like that? Yeah, no, I was. I definitely was. But I kind of stopped because I just in general, like, I don't really like playing tabletop games in general. I just can't get into it. I don't really, I don't know, like, it feels like it always feels like it's tedious to me to play tabletop games. And it's fun to watch. Yeah, I just could never, I could never get into it. Even as a kid, I couldn't get into it because it just felt like it was, just like painting them. Yeah, I thought I'd do it because it was an interesting thing to do, and I painted models before then, so I figured why not. But yeah, that was it. Not the same nowadays. Wish they made a decent Warhammer MMO. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day. Oh, this is just, bro, Destiny had a huge pop-off yesterday. That was crazy, crazy, crazy. I honestly, the thing is that he, you know, I feel like every way that he responds is just going to confirm what I originally said. And it seems like that's clearly what's happening. So I don't really feel like there's much of a need for me to keep responding and keep, you know, like dragging this out. And that's it. What is this here? On a rock, one of the most things you've ever heard. What is this? Oh, Anthony is safe at home. The moment is a reminder that a community united can never be divided.
Oh, jeez,
the community, if this implication that like the black community supports this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
There are tons of black people, and I think that if you really polled average, you go to Walmart and you tell people at Walmart, black people at Walmart, this is what happened, they're gonna say no, keep them in fucking jail. What are you talking about? So like this entire fucking the entire premise of this is a complete fabrication. Massive fucking fabrication. Clueless Asthma? No, I'm telling you, like, I mean, again, are there racist black people out there? For fucking sure there are. But to act like that's the majority, guys, like, really, take some time off the internet. A lot of people don't see it that way. So, I mean, this is, I mean, I've been saying this forever, right? I mean, yeah, most black people are probably like, don't fucking involve us in this. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm black. The dude needs to be locked up from society. Well, like, you don't need, the thing is, like, if you're a black person, you're not responsible for what Carmelo Anthony did. Like, you didn't do that. That's just some other guy. Like, really? I mean, what is this? Like, there's no collective guilt that black people have. Like, oh, the black community needs to answer for this. No. This is one guy who's an idiot. So now there's one idiot. Oh my God! Now we have to think about this on a like. Everybody has to have an answer for it. Not really, guys. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Absolutely. No, and I hate it whenever it happens when it's a white person. And it's like George Floyd gets killed. Maybe the cop was just a fucking asshole. Maybe the cop is a fucking asshole, or like any of these other cops that have killed unarmed people. Maybe the cops are just fucking assholes. That's it. Not every negative interaction between people of different races is because of their races. Sometimes you just have two assholes that are of different races, or at least one asshole of a different race, and there's a problem. You don't need to invent this worldview, racialism, statistical extrapolation to come to this obvious fucking conclusion. I don't know why people don't understand it. It could be because of training too. Yeah, it's nuts, man. And there's always bad people in every group. Yeah, I think so too. And it's all meant to distract people. We all used to know, but they've successfully gaslit the culture so much with racial obsession to keep us fighting each other. And because when you keep fighting each other, we're not fighting them. I think you're right. I mean, I think, honestly, I think it's actually this simple. Like, yes, obviously, there's a degree of, like, elites exercising racial control in order to keep people fighting amongst each other. I actually do believe this is happening. I do, and maybe it's a conspiracy theory, but it seems like it is. But I also think that the difference is that, like, talking about like race relations and like arguing about race relations is super hyper accessible to the average person. And the reason, because it's so accessible, that makes it to where it's very appealing for like a dumb person to hear about this and then to immediately have an opinion about it. And I think that's really what the difference is with a lot of this, is that, and this is the reason why trans ideology is so popular, and using the right bathrooms is popular, and like playing in, you know, like men's sports or women's sports is popular. It's because everybody can have an opinion about this kind of stuff, because it's so easy for the average person to understand and conceptualize. And so if you compare this, however, to something like, I'm trying to think of something that's like a little bit more complicated, but if you compare this to a number of other issues, it's not the same at all. And so what ends up happening is that media wants to put forward stories and information that can attract the largest audience, right? And so when you cast a really wide net that's like racism is a really, really wide net. Everybody understands racism. Well, people can understand that in a very simple way, that they can't understand the budget deficit, or they can't understand a relation with like Ukraine and Russia even. They can't understand it. So you have, and you take these very personal, highly emotionally charged social issues, and these become the focus of the media, because these are the issues that are the most accessible to the most people, because they require simply a priori knowledge. Like, all you have to do is go outside and you can realize men are on average taller than women, and they're faster and stronger as well, right? Or, there are black people and white people. And so that's the reason why it's so popular. It's because it doesn't require any degree of education or intelligence to discuss. And so that's really, did you guys see kind of what I'm saying with this? Because I feel like more people should say this, more people should talk about this, but they don't. And it's sexist. Well, it's true though, right? God is sexist, I guess. So yeah, Sean Hit Video touches on this a little bit. Yes, Asmon denies genetics. No, I don't deny genetics. I think that so this is the problem that I have. I think that even if there are differences between different races of people, I think that those differences pale in comparison to the differences between men and women. So if you want to advocate on race realism-based laws, then I think you should also advocate based on gender realism-based laws. So, like, the difference, for example, between, like, aggression between, you know, any study of, like, white or black people, like, I've seen these like, racial studies before. I know what you're talking about. I probably know it better than you do. The fact is, I've been on poll many, many times. Even the most extreme extrapolation of that is not even a fraction of the difference between men and women. And because I think that men and women should be treated equally under the law, and they should be given the same opportunities, chances, and abilities, and the same treatment, then logically it would not make sense to me that people with a smaller disparity would then be segregated. It doesn't logically make sense to me. So unless you want a two-tiered legal system for gender, I have no interest in having a conversation in a two-tier justice system for race. It just doesn't, it's not logical, it doesn't make sense to me. Sorry. Very inclusive. It's very easy to have an opinion on your personal experience with racism, and your personal experience with foreign policy and trade. That's another really great point. I think that you're right about that. You just make excuses because you're a fence sitter. If it was a white person that blacks did, you wouldn't even bother. Well, what do you mean by that? I'll pull this guy up and we'll listen to this real quick. And so, if it was a white person, he would make no attempt at it. What is the excuse? Like, I want to understand your thinking. Because, like, you have, I mean, obviously, like, listen, I know all the crime statistics. You don't need to recite the ancient lore to me. I know what the ancient lore is. You're not going to pull over one, like, you know, one of these crypto messaging things or anything like that. Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah, I was the one typing it out. No, I know everything that you're talking about. So we should have no gender segregated prisons? Well, no, because in that case it makes sense. Absolutely. It's the same reason why I don't think that it's racist for a person to prefer dating a person of their own race. I don't find that to be problematic. We'll see what this person's going to say. Preferences isn't racism, sure. Yeah, of course, right? Well, I mean, it could be. I mean, I think that there's a degree. It seems like this person might not really be typing anything. I mean, and they won't say anything. Yeah, because the thing is that a lot of this type of thinking doesn't really make sense. Like, I think that a lot of people are just, like, there's like a degree of like just resentment that different races have to each other. But I think that whenever you actually approach the resentment in even slightly good faith, the problem, I think, goes away. I feel like a lot of these people, like, it kind of just falls apart. They don't really have anything to say. So, like, half of them are racist. So, like, this is, like, this is all there is to it, right? And it's just, oh, my God. Like, Jesus. Racist blacks. Oh, yeah, wow. Oh, my God. Yeah, this definitely, like, we got a real wild boy in here. Oh, we gotta get rid of him. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we don't want to deal with that at all. I have that, yeah, for sure. All that in 4 days, yeah, I don't want to read that. It's just stupid. It really, it's just dumb. Like, what are we reading all that dumb shit for? And so anyway, just got here. Why'd he get banned? For just being like a weird racist, like just a weird racist person. Like, I didn't want to read that. Like, why would I want to read that? And so, yeah, it's just not my type of thing. And so we only have different races because we live on different parts of the globe, more or less sunlight. It's silly to be racist. Well, like, what I'm saying is that even if you acknowledge that, like, there are differences between races, I still don't think that that means you should treat people differently. And that's the point that I'm making, is that it shouldn't even make a difference to begin with. Even if you acknowledge all. Jesus Christ, guys. Y'all really had to do that? Animorphs, he became the very thing he swore to destroy, the destination. This is really good. I'm sorry. This is really fucking funny. Yeah, this is fucking hilarious. It's a good meme. Yeah, this is amazing. I know. Yeah, this is some real content, right? And oh my fucking god, when does the trailer drop? I don't know. Asmon looks so done with Content Cop just 10 minutes in. So, Content Cop. I did see a little bit about that. Let me see if I can find where this is here. And where the hell did it go? And yeah, this was also this was also really weird with Content Cop is that, well, actually, let me see. I'm not sure if I'm ready to get to this yet, but we're gonna get into it because this has been like a pretty big topic, etc. Oh, also, look who it is. Look at this. So, guess what he's saying today. I guess this was yesterday or the day before. Here we go. Listen to this.
The reaction to Frogan by everyone, including XQC, is so fucking gross, dude. Straight up, you're fucking gross. That's all it is. Everybody acts like Frogan is the fucking Antichrist, okay? And it's so transparent what these fucking losers are doing. Like, you can have disagreements with Frogan if you want, but goddamn, everyone is immediately, like, their reaction is so visceral. It's so goddamn visceral. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. This shit is so fucking normalized.
That people don't like Frogan?
Asmongold, XQC, I...
What did I do? What? The funny thing about this is that, and we'll look after this clip. You guys know that I've never made fun of Frogan's weight. I've never called her fat or ugly or anything like that. In fact, I even said not to do that because it weakens the argument. I never said this.
Saw some of them go fucking viral too. It's like, yeah, bro, she's hijabi. I know. And don't even fucking for a moment act like that does not contribute to this. They will say, oh, it's because we hate her opinions. Like, no, you reacted that way specifically for a very specific purpose, bro.
So anybody that gets mad at Frogan for thinking that soldiers should get PTSD is actually a closet Islamophobe, and they hate her because she's wearing a hijab? I don't think that's true, guys. I've got a pretty good feeling that one's not true.
I hate this. I hate this shit so much. But it's not necessarily that I hate the reaction, and I think it's more so that it's so normalized to behave this way.
Have you ever thought to yourself, why is it so normalized that everybody hates the same person? Surely it can't be because of what that person's doing. Surely there has to be another reason that's like larger than that, and it's indicative of an ideology. No, it can't be that. It's everybody is racist.
It really grosses me out. And I know people will try to fucking do the, wow, you're so ruthless for calling out the Islamophobia here and calling out the racism here. I wasn't being racist, and then fucking fight tooth and nail.
The only person being racist is Frogan. What are we talking about? The only person in the last 2 years that we have any clips of them saying things that are racist is Frogan. What are we talking about?
But it's gross.
Probably a few clips of me too, but besides that doesn't mean stuff.
As fuck. Okay? That wasn't the part I was talking about, bro. Keep watching until you bring up the content nuke to see his reaction. I don't care about fucking Ethan's reaction. I don't even want to see it anymore. I'm so pissed off. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? How are we so goddamn cruel? You know what I mean?
How do you say that? Like, the thing is, like, I agree with Hassan about this, but I think Hassan is the biggest bad actor of escalating cruelty. He's the one who's saying that like Dan can't stream is a diddler and stuff like that. Like you don't make accusations like that against people. Like you're calling people racist because they don't like Frogan, etc. Like if Hassan wants to, like you guys know this. I very rarely dial things up. I very rarely go and act extreme about things. Like I try to be very fair and reasonable and calm about things. Hassan doesn't. You pop off all the time and you say things that are extreme. Say extreme things.
How is that allowed? How do other people in the community don't fucking check these people? You know what I mean? Why is that appropriate? Why is that in any way, shape, or form appropriate? Like, that's a fucking peer, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry she doesn't have fucking 30,000 live concurrent viewers.
Oh, God.
Maybe then you would suck up to her and respect her.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so we have another viewer count, Andy. I don't know what's going on with this. And so anyway, if I go over, let's look at Asmongold Frogan. The worst streamer on Twitch. Here we go. Let's listen to what I said. It's 10K donation. Doesn't this fall under Twitch's hate speech policy? What is this?
I find ultimately, like, if I were to do a charity thing where the charity thing relies on your donations, it should be something where, like, 95% of people feel good and are down for it. And, like, ultimately, regardless of what you think, that is not the situation here. So I personally donated 10K because I think it is worthwhile. And if you guys got some extra bread, I would recommend you donate. But I won't throw it on you, you know what I mean? No thanks. And some people are going to say that, you know what I mean? That's why it's the difference.
This is a cracker take.
Between, like, hey, I can put my money where.
But the people criticizing Frogan are the ones that are racist.
Where my mouth is, but I don't need to put your money there. I don't need to enter a fucking debate about whether that's worthwhile.
Take. Hey, I know Arabs are dying, but you know, I'm not gonna tell you to donate. Do whatever you want.
Well, this is why Ludwig does that. He just doesn't want to have any. He doesn't want to start any trouble. She dumb. She's probably gonna get suspended for this. She should get suspended for it.
Thinking about it, like think of the Twitch streamers that haven't said shit about Palestine.
So here's the thing, right? Is like, and this is another thing that I think is very annoying to a lot of people. Is this girl is sitting here with a few hundred viewers, trying to raise money for her rent. And then Ludwig donates $10,000 to the cause that she agrees with, and she calls him a cracker. Come on, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Where were you?
This is the level of extremist rhetoric and cruelty that Hassan is referencing whenever he's talking about me saying bad things about Frogan. Saying that it's kind of ridiculous that you call somebody a racial slur after they donate $10,000 for a cause that you believe in. This is the extremism that I'm being condemned for.
Actively talked about what was happening in October has been Hassan, me.
Okay.
Streamers that actually deserve to be fucking shit talked. Okay.
Why do you do this? What is your end goal? You're making everything worse. You're hurting the cause. You're being a racist. Where's the upside here?
Like I said, white saviors is like, oh yeah, you know. Me, I donated $10,000, but I'm not gonna promote it.
Do you want him to give the money back? Ludwig has always been a professional guy. I haven't heard of really any bad stuff about Ludwig, and he doesn't want to get shit on for weeks from people on the internet. And it's not just this issue; it's all these issues.
Don't say you donated $10,000. Look, if you're not actively believing, if you don't believe in the cause, and if you're not against genocide at this point, like, keep your fucking money. Keep your $10,000.
I'm sure that's very easy to say. Well, this is my favorite part of this. Sitting in our home, and where's she living? Like Los Angeles or something, California. It's like, I'm sure the Palestinians really appreciate that. What are you doing? Like, why? I don't understand how these people don't understand that all this is gonna do is make more people hate them.
Keep your little chump change, like. The fuck?
Chump change. It's $10,000. What are you? You're trying to raise $1,400, and $10,000 is chump change. Then what are you? Why you do this? Why are you doing this? I don't understand.
Like, what do you want?
So this is the extremism that we're discussing here. This is the level of extremism and cruelty that I'm being condemned for. That's right. Nothing about her religion or anything, not any references to her physical appearance, nothing like this at all. I generally try to avoid engaging in conversations like that. I'm sure, obviously, every once in a while the demons get hold of me, but in a general case, I do try to avoid that. And it's nuts, man. It's crazy for me to see this because she keeps saying dumb shit. Yeah, it's dumb. It was dumb for her to say this. It was stupid, and I think honestly, like, she probably wouldn't say this publicly because of like ego. But I think that if you asked her privately, she'd say, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. That was stupid. For sure. So, yes, I find it to be very annoying to me that I'm being lumped in because there are a lot of people...
The reaction to Frogan...
There are a lot of people that are mean to Frogan for things that I don't think they should be mean to her for. I don't think so at all. And the reason why, here's the thing. The reason why is they don't like what she's saying and she's rude and obnoxious. That's the main reason. That's the reason. It's not because she has hijab on or anything. And by the way, I'm sure that Hassan is right in some circumstances where there are people who do criticize Frogan and they do degrade her and they do it for a reason that has to do with her religion. But that does not mean that every type of criticism against her is for that reason. It's crazy. Anyone else should be banned. She deserves the hate from Techie, though. I don't know what Tectone's saying about her. I can't keep track of whatever. But that's also Tectone. I'm not Tectone. It's not even about me.
Again, he brings up views again. It's like the only talking point. It's like the only argument. Anytime that it's back against the wall, it has to be about some view count, like schizo thing. Every fucking, like every goddamn time.
No.
Brother, every time there's like a small amount of drama. Every time. He brings up view count. And I would tell you guys, it's crazy you guys don't see this. Because like, every time it's my view count. And my theory gets proven every single time I get proven right. It's a constant. Like, it never stops. Like, and it doesn't even work. What if all the times that I call people out for G-body, all the times that I see other people that are like a bunch of dumb fucks, I would just suck up to them. If I was all about vegan, why wouldn't I just suck up to Kai and not do drama like all the other guys? Like, why wouldn't I fucking just say how it is? It's not. There's no computation behind it.
No, there's no thinking about this shit at all. And anyway, I can't understand. Yeah, well, like, here's the point that I'm making. I just find it to be kind of weird that I'm getting labeled as one of the people that's been, like, the, like, I've leveled or, like, leveraged or levied, whatever I don't know, unjust criticism at Frogan. I think that I have been the most fair. Well, obviously I have been. But, like, in this situation, especially I have been. Like, I've never made it, yeah, there was that picture of her looking like Jabba the Hutt. It's kind of funny, right? Sure, yeah, it's funny. But, like, I'm sorry, if you can't laugh at that, you're a bitch. I bet she even probably thinks it's kind of funny. Of course, it doesn't mean that she's, like, this terrible person or, like, you're trying to, make fun of her, or you hate her religion or something like that. It's just funny, that's it. And again, stop trying to over-escalate everything to be like this crazy thing, etc., right? The Pot of Greed, I haven't seen that one. I have no idea. But either way, I find this to be funny that I get criticized for that when I've been probably one of the most charitable people towards Frogan. And I, you know, as I said, I met her in real life. She seemed nice. It was fine. That's why it was confusing to me whenever she would go on stream and say stuff like that. So the Content Cop, we will talk a little bit about the Content Cop from yesterday, right? So I watched Content Cop yesterday. I went through the entire thing. what are my thoughts on the entire thing? I think that over half of that video should not have been public. Like all of the drama and everything between like Ethan and Ian and their employees and who they're talking about and who's supporting who on social media and who has whose back with different issues, etc. None of this shit needed to be public. This is not a criticism of their content. This is a criticism of them personally, and you airing out your personal issues with them is not relevant to anybody else in the audience, right? That's really what it comes down to. Is like a content cop. Again,